All right, guys. Guys. We are back for another Dokkan Battle video. 40,000 runs in the Whis event. Your boy does get to grinding. I do like to max my characters to make them as strong as I possibly can, right? And in order to do that these days, I mean, they did implement these very powerful equips in here, but I mean, you're searching for just like a dozen different needles in a haystack. The only way, like, I get comments nonstop of people going, how do you have the god equips for these characters? This is how. There is no secret. You just do runs nonstop without stopping forever. Now, funny enough, I ended up starting the video. We just got a good, this is, I consider this a god equip. This is crazy. I have 3 of these. Now, I mean, the point is, I'm going to show you guys in this video. So 40,000 runs is a good point to where I could show, you know, how many god equips have we obtained, right? Like what's my stockpile of god equips look like? Obviously, all of the new characters who have come out. Wow, okay, so I right now I'm link leveling movie boss characters, and I'm using double cell max. So what typically happens is the fight starts, one of the cell maxes on rotation, instantly activates his active skill, and the fight ends within 20 to 30 seconds. And I just am going on and on and on. I anticipate that I will have the most Memorial Stones I've ever had this year, I think. And I think a lot of reason is because of how hard I've been grinding the Whis event and how much stamina and how many stones I've used. I was over 9,900 stones, I believe, after because I got really great luck summoning. It was for Cell Max. For Cell Max's banner, I got really great luck. I think I rainbowed him. I'm not sure what the final tally is, but I think it was under 1,000 stones, which I think that's only the second time I've done that. Oh, you know, I think AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the Angel AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku is also very lucky. I think him, AGL Cell Max, and Int 3rd Anniversary Vegito. Those are my 3 luckiest banners ever, I think. I'd take a little bit of research. So I've used, 200 stones almost on stamina just grinding this within the last, I don't know, week or so. I think. Like, 40,000 runs? This is 40 stamina a pop. Think of how many stones I've used on this. So, I think when it comes to the Memorial Stones this year, we're going to see. Alright, this is probably going to be the last run I'm going to show. This is perfect because we got Cell Max right away. So, typically, lately, I'm a big trophy collector. I really enjoy it. I've been playing Batman Arkham Origins. I'm focusing on PS3 games that have, like, DLC and stuff, since the PS3 store is going to get shut down. Batman Arkham Origins does have the Mr. Freeze DLC, which I'm going to do. So I've been playing Batman, and just every second I'm playing Batman, I'm grinding this. It's funny, like, Iron Cane will say, like, oh, while I'm playing Dark Souls and shit like that, I couldn't possibly be grinding shit at the same time, but I do. Right? I mean, my gaming accomplishments are thousands of leagues above what Iron Cane has done. Just look at my trophy collection and some of the shit I've gotten done. And all these games, Elden Ring Platinum, which Iron Cane doesn't have, these Batman Platinums, which Iron Cane doesn't have. Like, I've been grinding, like, Links and Whis equips nowadays, in the meantime. Now, I just want to show, so, I don't know, what is the genesis of me posting the builds? I did it for some character, and, the French got really mad at me, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it for every character. It might have been, was it Mini Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku? It might actually have been. One of these, I think it's Dabur. I'm still up here. I do have Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku right here. Yeah, here, yeah. One of these I did post, like one of these, and it's like, we've got the dodge build, which, sorry, this is the winning build. Especially when, difficult content gets stronger. See, like, people get really mad at this. Oh my god, no, you need to max out additionals and crits. No, bro. Like, this guy dodges turn 1, and you solo the fight. It's very easy. But, I just wanted to show, so the point of me showing all these builds, we've got all these here, is the god equips. Look at the god equips right there. God equips. God equips. So, like, kind of like keep these in mind. These God equips we have on these characters. Cool, or I just went full offense. I don't regret that. Here we've got this. Most of these builds, looking at in the moment, I think this is the correct build right here. Like, I'm not really yeah, like, this looks good. Yeah, this is definitely good. If anything, though, I wish this gold was a defense and a dodge instead of an attack and a dodge. Turles really does need it. Yep, looks good. Yeah, this is good. Probably a little bit more dodge would have been better, honestly. We have a 14 additional. Getting rid of that for 30 dodge probably would be smarter, but God equip builds look good. This is a fine build for Tech Metal Cooler. This is an old character. It doesn't really matter, but I posted the builds anyway. I have 2 God Gokus. One is defense and one is festival, which has worked out well. Here's the Dokkan Frontier Goku. Beerus and Whis. Oh, the bronze is actually not a God equip. I probably should. I'll go add one to them probably. There's no reason not to just have them with the massive increase in stats. But look at this. We just go on and on. Oh, there's 2 here. There's the AGL Xenotrunks, the physical Xenotrunks. This has Mira, Demigra, and Toa, right? Wait, let me actually go back to... I skipped through quick. Yeah, here's Amand and Raisin. Obviously, we want full defensive for them. Yep, we went through those. The Mira, Toa, Demigra, which is good. Yep, boom, boom, boom. Here we have Mira and Toa, Xenotrunks, Ultra Super Villain Jiren. People really get pressed when I put God equips on free-to-play characters, but, I mean, that's why I've done 40,000 runs. Here's, got Vegeta. Here's Piccolo and Goku. Here's, Piccolo and Goku again. Here's Raditz. Here's Vegeta and Nappa. Cyberman. Super Easy Babidi. Dabura, right? So, the point is, you can see all these characters are filled to the brim with God equips. Now, I just want to jump in and let's take a look at the stockpile of God equips I have now. So understand the God equips first started in January. So I mean, we could look at maybe some of the recent characters. So we didn't look at the 11th anniversary LRs. They obviously have God equips. LR Majin Vegeta. And I have given God equips to some stronger characters from last year as well. Mini Daimagoku we showed. The Blues have God equips. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Omega. I think Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. Actually, I'm not sure if I gave them triple full God equips. We'll see. I probably will. Their 1 year later videos coming up soon. We'll do it for that. Okay, so let's go. We're gonna just double check now. The point of what we're doing here is we want to see the God equips I've given to all these characters. Now, I want to start with this here. We're gonna look at the Namek Saga characters. So, Namek Saga Dokkan Frontier was incredibly challenging, very supremely difficult. So what I actually did here is many of these characters, because of how difficult Namek Saga Dokkan Frontier was, look at the God equips I've got on all of these guys, right? It's like a character would be good for like this Dokkan Frontier node, and I'd be like, all right, let's go put some God equips on these boys. So like you look at all these characters and all the God equips, a lot of them are running, right? That was just to make them better. Even like this guy right here, right? Like the one stage where we needed him, I gave him God equips. Same with Kaioken Goku. A lot of those characters, looks like that's pretty much it. Yeah, wow, Rakumen Goldo didn't even have any. That's not a God equip right there. Oh, these are. I gave God equips to the AG. This is a free-to-play Piccolo. I gave some God equips to him. And that looks like that's pretty much it. But I tossed out the God equips. The other thing I want to do, let me go by acquired right here. And then let's just scroll up a little bit. Okay, so again, this is the order we've received characters. It is going to be a little bit of a mess from the point after they got rid of Reverse. Because, yeah, look, so this is right when they're getting rid of Reverse, so I'm getting all these free-to-play units back in my box. But I just want to scroll back to... Oh, wow, that's Android 16 right there. There's Mini Daimagoku. Holy crap. Look at this. This is so crazy. Yeah, getting rid of Reverse. Okay. I'll pause in 1 second if I can't get there quickly enough. Here we go. You saw that? Okay. So, here's these guys. Yeah, they don't have God equips. I'll probably update them. Yeah, I guess I'm going to sacrifice. I don't care. I'm going full dodge and defense with these boys like usual. Here's Golden Frieza and Gogeta. We've got a good build on them, of course. That Vegeta doesn't have any. We're looking at the major players here. So, yep, Omega, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Wow, I've actually got some additionals on him. I mean, I think, you know, moving forward, his best build is it's definitely gonna be like dodge for sure. But for now, that's fine. Here we have this guy. Oh, the silver one is his personal equip. Okay, I could upgrade that. Here's the blues right there. Oh yeah, the reason I've got a little bit of additional on the blues is because I use this character in Festival so often. So it's like I'm using them in Festival. I want to make sure that they're, you know, going to be able to get additionals. Because in Festival, offense, it's truthful that offense is what matters in Festival. Baby's got one. But if we look at a lot of these, you know, characters maybe towards the end of 2025, I didn't really pump so much of them up with full God equips. What I do want to get to is New Year's. Yeah, it's a little hard to go through my box at this point because, again, this is one reverse. So here's Android 16. So 17's got a little bit. I could probably upgrade that a little bit there. And then here, of course, is Android 16 as well. And then, oh, there's Garlic Jr. Yep, we got some God equips on him. And where are... Oh, here's Future Gone and Trunks. Of course, we've got Elite equips on them. And I'm looking for... Here we go. God equips. And then Gamma 2. I probably should change that gold equip for Gamma 2. Right there. Gamma 2 and Piccolo. We should change that into the dodge and defense. But just sort of, like, you know, here's Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. There was a mission with Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, by the way. So I had these equips on him. Then I gave him attack equips for one mission. And then I put these back on. So I wasted a full set of these and a full set of attack equips to beat one difficult mission without items. Here's Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. And then I'm going to end just with the Part 2 characters. Bam. Oh, wow. I could actually... Yeah, this character is just way too good. Let me just do this right now. This character's too good for me to even end this without doing it. We have six of these. Let's grab them this. Yep, that's fine. And then there's silver. Wow, that's not even one of the good silvers. Let me see, how many do we have? I've only got 4 of those. I don't know. I think I might let it sit. Yeah, do you believe that? I only have 4. The dodge and the defense. I only have 4 of those. I have 40,000 runs down. Let's just look at the in Super Saiyan 4s, and then we're just going to go over what we've got. Okay, so there's the in Super Saiyan 4s. So now let's just go through all the typings for these characters here, and let's see the stockpile of equips I've accumulated, you know, that after 40,000 runs, right? All right, so we could do this by looking at a character that does not have God equips on. So let's go ahead and see. So here is our God equip section. Wow, look how small it is. Look at this. I only have 3 of the good AGL one, attack and defense. Wow, dude. Like, look how few I have. Now, obviously, super AGL, you know, there's a lot of those characters, but, like, you know, I did 40,000 runs. Maybe you think I have, like, some huge monster stockpile, but the equips I prefer, I don't have that many. I mean, I couldn't have given out too many of these, by the way. I haven't used too many of those. I've only got 7. That's crazy. What about silver? So here's what we have in terms of silver. Yeah, look at the dodge. Silver ones can be a little harder to get, right? So the dodge and defense right there, I'm only sitting on 3 of those at the moment, right? Look at that. I only have 6 of the crit and defense. That's one I probably won't use too often. So it's like, you know, you might think, oh, you've got 40,000 runs in, so you're good. You could just chill. No. No. Like this, it never ends. Like, it's... You know, I need to be over 100,000 runs before the year ends or something, dude. Okay. And then, yeah, the God equips are just right here at the top for gold. Look at this. I don't think I've ever used one of these. I've only got 10. That is a God equip. It's not a God equip you want to get, but this is a God equip. I've only got 10. I don't use those, obviously. right? This one fucking sucks too. 7 additional, 7 crit? Yeah, we're not going to win too many runs using those. Okay, that is not the winning equip we want to use right there. Luckily, I do have 10 of the dodge and defense for gold. That's excellent. That's excellent. Okay, let's take a look. Again, I'm going to go through all of them. This video might be a little bit longer. I'm not sure if people will enjoy seeing, you know, the fruits of my grinding, but we're going to go through all 10 typings, right? The 5 super classes and the 5 extreme classes. All right, so for bronze here, let's take a look. So, I mean, I do have a little, well, I don't know, kind of a similar number, right? So there's that. I mean, I don't know if there's anything really too notable about these numbers, okay? So here's our silver equips right here. I only have 2 of the dodge and the defense. That's stunning. Shocking to me. I barely have any good silver equips at all. Barely any for extreme AGL. Holy crap, dude. That's nuts. That is insanity. And then we look at the gold ones. Yeah, wow, my extreme AGL equips just not looking too good. Let me just take a look here. Gome is a character we didn't look at. He does, of course, have good stuff. Oh, well, actually, Baby has equips on. Majin Vegeta's got some. We can see there. Golden Frieza doesn't. Those are not god equips. That Vegeta does. He's a Namek side character. We looked at him. Yeah, crazy. And then we'll just end with the gold ones. So we look at that. Yeah, not many. Jesus, dude. Yeah, it's you really have to grind your balls off, huh? Yeah, these are their character-specific equips. These are not god equips right here. 2? Wow, I only have 2 of the 8 and 8. That's insanity. 2. It makes sense. I mean, there's a lot more superclass characters, so it's going to be more of a pressing need to have more superclass equips than extreme for sure. Okay, I do have 7 of the dodge and defense. That's really good luck right there. That's good. That's a good number to have, 7. And then the dodge and the attack, I've got 5 of those as well. The crit and defense ones are, like, I can't imagine giving crit and defense, like, on any character. So getting those is mostly fucking pointless. And then here's the gold. We do have 8 for the dodge and defense. That's excellent. You know, we could see some of the other numbers we've got right there. Okay, let's look at extreme tech now. Again, I just have to make sure to click on a character that doesn't have god equips on. Super 17 doesn't. There we go. Okay. Only 3 of the 8 and 8 right there. That's a bummer. Yeah, damn, dude. I'm looking at these numbers, and it's like, as soon as I'm done recording this, I'm fucking throwing Batman on. I'm gonna go fucking hunt and brutalize criminals. Fucking flying elbows into their skulls. And I'm just gonna be grinding Whis event. 2 of the dodge and defense for extreme tech. God damn, dude. I gotta start grinding, man. We do have 10 of the dodge and defense. You could see, right, how gold equips are much more common than silver. I think it's because of Beerus. Every time you fight Beerus, he's a guaranteed gold equip drop, which I think is why if you notice, I have much more gold god equips than I do silver god equips. I have many more, and I think it's because of the frequent appearance of Beerus. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why. All right, so we'll move on to int. Again, I'm just trying to show you guys my whole stockpile so you could get a good indication of what these drop rates are looking like, right? Okay. All right, so let's go and take a look at bronze here. So we have an 8-3 of the 8 and 8. Wow. Only 3 of the 11 defense. Holy shit, dude. I have to get back in the lab. I mean, I have not been, like, I just recently platinumed LA Noir. I did all the DLC on PS3 LA Noir. Like, you know, and during that, every second I'm playing, we're just grinding Whis event, right? Unless I'm doing, like, a festival run. Okay. Yeah, no good. We only have 3 of the dodge and defense. 3 of the dodge and attack. That's just not good enough. We need a lot more grinding for those. Okay. And then here's gold. Whoops. Yeah, gold is right at the start. And my numbers are much better. 11 of the dodge and attack. 10 of the dodge and defense. I have fucking 16 of these. Pointless. You know, for the punching bag event, sure. Maybe I might have used one of these on, like, LR Orange Piccolo for the Jiren fight. You know, I might actually have used either Super Tech or Extreme Tech of these for the Jiren fight. Like, I might have done that with Golden Frieza and Gogeta and Jiren, because this would have made them both defend and hit harder against that Jiren fight. Right? Like, that Jiren fight was so difficult that, like, this was, you know, huge part of it. I really hope they return Jiren for GDC. I think they probably will. Okay, so we looked at Extreme, or, Super Int, excuse me. Now let's look at Extreme Int. Let's see what we're working with here. LR Bojack is fine. Probably coming up on a super easy A. Oh, nice. We have 7 of the 8 and 8 for Extreme Int. That's pretty good. 10 of the 11 defense for Extreme Int. So our bronze is looking really solid for Extreme Int. That's great. That's great. Wow, I only have 1 dodge and attack for Extreme Int, but I do have 7 dodge and defense for Extreme Int. That's great. That is great. 7 of that equip. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm really happy about that. And then for gold, only 5 dodge and defense for Extreme Int. We actually have gotten bad luck getting that particular equip, the dodge one. Obviously, that's the one I give out like candy to my characters. You know, people complain, but, you know, I bet you I win a lot more often than you do. All right, so there's Extreme Int. Let's move on to Super STR now. We'll look at Super Vegeta. Yeah, I assume he doesn't have God equips, huh? Oh, man, not really too good. 3 for 8 and 8. 2 for 11 defense. Now, one reason for this is because how many Super STR characters have come out. Feels like they just have spammed STR characters. We might just look through some of my STR characters in a second to see if there's any I missed. I only have 2 of the dodge and defense. Wow. Only 2 of those is brutal, man. That is brutal. This equip, oh my goodness. Okay. I mean, GDC's coming up. I gotta raise some of these numbers before GDC, man. GDC might have 20 characters between EZAs and summonable units, right? 20 characters in GDC, I bet. So I need to get these fucking numbers up. Wow, crazy. We do have 8 of the dodge and defense. That's awesome. And 11 of the dodge and attack. All right, let me just quickly look here. Is there a character? Oh, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta I gave some to. Okay. And him. You have 1. Obviously, the 8th anniversary LRs, right? Remember, they have some. Those are crit equips, though. I don't give those out very often. Namek Goku's a Namek character, so of course he's got some. We did look at Beerus and Whis. Oh, yeah. Beast Gohan is going to need some at some point. Those are not God equips. Oh, is that one? No, that's not. Those are his own equips. Yeah, wow. Oh, Gamma 1. Oh my god. Gamma, I hate this character. And that dodge and... Damn. That is such a... I wish I could take that off of him. That's one of the huge problem with these equips is once you put it on a character, it's gone. I want that back. I want that back right now. I want that back right fucking now. Damn it, dude. Whis has some that makes sense. Yeah, Whis is super good, right? Okay, that's enough of that. All right, let's look at Extreme STR. Only a couple left. Rose? Yeah. Oh, Rose will be coming up on his super easy, eh? Okay. I don't have many Extreme STR 11 defenses, but the 8 and the 8 and the 7 and 7s are looking good right there. Okay. So we have a decent number. That's fine. Here's Silver. 9 of the dodge and defense. Wow, that's great. So we'll be set with that for Extreme STR for a very long time. Only 2 of the dodge and attack, though. Okay. Okay. So there's that. And then finally, gold. Only 5 for the dodge and defense. Crazy, we have more of those for silver than we do gold. And then there's some dodge and attack right there. 8. Okay. So there's Extreme STR. Now we'll look at Super Physical. 3rd Anniversary Gogeta. These are not God Equips. Okay. This character probably a Super EZA sooner rather than later. 5. We only have 3 of the 11 defense, unfortunately. I do have 13 of the 10 defense, though. So, you know, we could just dig into that stockpile right there. For silver, we do have 4 of the dodge and defense. That's fine, but I'd need to get that number up. 8 of the dodge and attack. Yeah, looking at this, I just really am uncomfortable just sitting on my big fat butt. Like, I need to be grinding at all times. We just have to raise these numbers up higher and higher and higher. It's just the problem is, again, they're proverbial needle in a haystack because it's like there's equips for Super AGL and Extreme AGL and Super Tech and Extreme Tech, right? Like, they split them up to make it so specific. You know, last year's Whis event, I did grind like 40,000 times, or I think 2 years ago, it was 2 years ago they made it, and I grinded that one like 40,000 times. This one, I've upped the rate, because, I mean, these equips definitely are better, and the performance of characters notably goes way up with these God equips on, for sure. But, I mean, the amount of time investment to get the equips for all these characters is very difficult to do. And then here is gold. We have 8 of the dodge and defense. That's good, yeah. Looking very good right there. Perfect. Okay. Finally, Extreme Physical here. I just want to quickly, before we start looking, Majin Vegeta. I remember this specifically. This is when Resident Evil 9 came out, Resident Evil Requiem. I had the bronze and the silver I wanted for this character. I didn't have a single copy of the dodge and defense equip on them. And I remember grinding like a madman. I was destroying. Remember, Leon in Resident Evil Requiem is like, he's like, I'd compare him to Goku. Like, he is untouchable. Leon is untouchable. Like, it's insane. All right, he's so powerful. And it's just like, I'm destroying everything. Cat yawning. Oh, I'm just yawning while destroying everything. And then I remember I got the equip for this character while playing as Leon, Resident Evil Requiem. I remember the exact part of the game. I could see it in my mind's eye because I was so happy to get the equip for this character, right? Okay, so anyway, let's look at what we got here. We'll just look at Demigra. Doesn't have any God equips yet. That way I could show the whole, because if I click a character with that God equipped, it wouldn't show up in the inventory, and I want them all to be displayed together. Okay, not looking too good on the 11 defense, right? I might have given that one out a lot, though. I mean, I've shown a lot of the characters that have God equips, but very clearly I've given a lot to a lot of different characters as well, right? All right, so there's that. Then we look at silver. Okay. We do have 5 of the dodge and defense, which is good. 7 of the dodge and attack. Okay, cool. And then finally, here is gold. 6 of the dodge and defense. Damn, I have 17 of the type attack boost, type defense boost. 17 of those. Holy shit. And then the additional on defense, I probably haven't used too many of those. And we only have 4 of those. That's crazy. So there we go, guys. There's my, you know, huge stockpile of God equips that we've got. It's good, but it's certainly a number I need to massively improve on. I am not, by any stretch of the imagination, comfortable or happy with the level of God equips I've got at the moment. No way. So, as a matter of fact, as I wrap this video up, I'm taking my ass right back. Well, I guess I'm going to reset my game because it's a little glitchy. But I'm going to take my ass right back into that Whis event. I'm going to get back to grinding, and we're going to raise these levels more. So let me know what you guys think of 40,000 runs in the Whis event this week. Oh, wait, there's one number I want to show quickly before we end, actually. The Whis event is a scam, by the way. I mean, you know, you want to, you know, try and get yourself some God equips, feel free. But, I mean, you look at the sheer volume. I've used thousands of stones for sure. Not an exaggeration. I definitely have used thousands of stones using stamina just for grinding this Whis event. And it's like, yeah, my characters are a lot stronger for it. Absolutely. But, I mean, man, it's crazy. Okay, so right here. 95,000 runs in the orange events right here. There can't be a player with more than me. I would make that call right now that there is not a single player on Global or JP that has more runs in this. If there is, show me. Let me know. 95,000. That's mostly the current iteration of the Whis event and the last iteration of the Whis event. Because if we go over to the events, there are not many events that are listed with that orange. It's just like, I think that, so the Whis event is orange, and then like the Bulma event, the Hercule event, and then these honestly need to be revamped. They should revamp these two right here. There's no reason not to. Because, you know, I think both Dokkan and Legends have been positioning themselves to receive a lot of new players when Dragon Ball Super comes back. I've been watching close how Dokkan and Legends have been moving. I think they're both expecting many new players when Dragon Ball Super comes back. I'm being 100% that ass, right? I think they both are expecting a lot of players. So this is another update Dokkan could do, is they could update this event and this event right here. So, all right, without further ado, let me get my ass back into that Whis event. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, yep, here we go. Time to use just another stone and get grinding. So, I love y'all. Thanks for watching. I got to get a lot more equips ready. GDC, again, 20-plus characters. I need a lot more equips. Let's go. Oh, you know what? We'll end just with the greatness of Cell Max as active. This is my preferred way to grind shit like this, right? You know, we load right into the fight, and then the active skill character ends the fight within 1 singular second. Wabam. Fight's over. This is how you grind that shit.